Welcome to another episode of the Meet podcast, sponsored by Yano Cha Bubble Tea. Talking about United, it's been a disappointing start to the season. We've got my friend Alamin here joining us. He's a United fan. First one for him, so we've got a few things to discuss. He's a passionate United fan as well, so you might hear a thing or two, you know. I has got a few sort of stats as well that he wants to share. So let's get it underway.
I don't think it's about stats. I've just got a list of players after Fergie left. But before we do that, shall we do this first, or shall we talk about because the subject is going to be Manchester United under Ineos, and then the change that they've already brought. I feel so. So we're going to start on a positive, and then we'll discuss Ten Hag and should he stay and all that later on. Let's quickly go through the players purchased after Fergie left. Yeah. So first one. This is not in no particular order, by the way. So Angel Di Maria, 59.7 million.
I think with the price tag, it's always there's a United tax.
Yeah.
It's almost like United have to pay that extra bit, you know. So I think talking about the prices, we might want to that could be a discussion in itself, to be honest.
Yeah.
Di Maria signing, I think, great potential. He obviously he's openly said more recently that the worst manager he's played under is Van Gaal, the very manager that brought him in. So clearly there was an issue there. He had great potential, certainly not performed with United consistently. He had the odd few games that he did great, but not consistent enough for me.
To be honest, the list is so long on the players bought after. It will take us ages. What we want to do is actually, it's a good point of what you mentioned about the pricing. So what has changed from after Ineos coming in? So recently, what they brought in, obviously, sporting directors. So they've now purchased in a different way.
They've got more structure now, haven't they?
They've delegated some of the tasks, obviously, to other individuals rather than one individual making that decision. But I mean, talking about Ineos, when Glazers took over in 2005, you can't say that they never allowed Manchester United to spend, because Sir Alex Ferguson spent a considerable amount from 2005 right up until he left in 2013. Obviously, the players that he wanted, United were able to buy them. So, but I think that because of how the game has changed, we had to employ sporting directors and footballing directors and all the rest of it. The rest of the team.
No, but that's the point, though. It's not about letting them spend; it's having that structure. So, for this transfer under Ineos was a prime example. So, for example, if there was £60 million for a player, for one, they wouldn't go past a certain amount. So, if they've got an amount that they said, all right, this is the maximum we will pay for this player, they wouldn't go anything past that. Then they'll have structured deals. So, to meet the financial fair play, if they were to say, okay, we're going to pay this in over 3 years. So £20 million per thing. So for this year's financial fair play, we only spent 20 million rather than the full 60. Because of that, normally under previous transfers, we probably would have bought one or two players, which would have not made much of a difference. Look how many players we brought in. That's one. Secondly, we didn't just get players like, for example, Casemiro on our panic buy, spending over the odds at 29 years old, giving a 5-year contract on huge wages. So no one's gonna purchase him after United because they don't want to pay his high wages. So we always end up giving them on a free or until their contract ends. So all these things a sporting director and the whole team was able to do in such a short space of time. I've seen the gym change, like even bringing in the two youngsters, Chido and the other player that they got in the defensive midfielder. Yeah. What they've done there is, in the next few years, they'll be coming into
investing in youth again. Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, before it's like we're always spending and getting these long-term contracts for anyone who's over the age of 30 is just a short term, because this is what Ragnick was. He was a sporting director. We gave him a management job, which we shouldn't have. But really, we should have hired him as a sporting director. And one thing that he's mentioned before he left was Manchester United need like a major heart surgery, open heart surgery. So, and this is exactly what Ineos have done. The amount of outings were probably around 12, 13 players.
Yeah.
Got rid of anyone that he feels, okay, even if they got potential, we won't keep them on, but we'll do a buyback clause.
The business they've done this time round, a 9-day difference.
Massive, yeah.
Normally we leave it till the last day.
Like and panic buys.
Round, they've done it all early.
Like getting Anthony, for example.
Yeah.
It's like potentially, I think it goes up to 90 million. That's ridiculous. If we spent 20, 30 million on him.
Yeah.
So when you say Ten Hag spent this much money, based on quality, is probably they're probably worth 200 million rather than it being worth 600 million. We overpaid and over.
Yeah, we're always paying.
So when you're catching up with teams like Man City, they've won the league by 20 points, so they've bought 2 players. We're 6th. We bought 2 players. How are we gonna challenge?
I think this time they've been more direct. The players they wanted have gone for them. If they can't get them, they've moved on. Last time, they stuck on De Jong for the whole transfer window.
Pretty much,
and that's the reason why we overpaid for Anthony. We spent the whole bloody transfer window trying to get hold of him.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it was Ajax basically pulled up.
So that's the problem we had with Glazers. It's not about giving money, and they've always just seen it as Manchester United as a cash cow.
Yeah. Put money in and then see what
we want to take money. Yeah, they'll invest because they have to invest, because otherwise
they're taking high dividends as well.
Yeah. So, but they were not bothered about the gym. They're not bothered about the stadium. They're not bothered about the structure. Ineos coming in such a short space of time, when they come in and they go, oh, we're going to take a 25% share. Immediately I said, so that means that United are going to improve by 25%. That's what I expect. You know what I mean? If they sold the full share, I expect the 100% change.
The thing is, that's the positives of Ineos. Now, the only one thing that I picked up on was they did say that with this new structure, the manager's not going to be controlling the players we go for. We're going to have the sporting director having more power.
It's always been that way with the other clubs as well.
Yeah, so the sporting directors, so the scouts, they'll pick
they give them options.
They give them options,
Every single player we've signed have been played this time round.
No, but Ineos have come out recently. They've just said that despite Ten Hag staying or going, they were under radar anyway.
Yeah, right.
So these players were under the radar anyway.
It just looks like it because it's ex-Ten Hag players.
Yeah. No, but manager would always have some say.
Yeah.
No, you can't have no say.
Yeah.
So it's the sporting directors. If they can say, do you know what, irrespective of what your opinion. Like for example, I watched it on Overlap. Klopp didn't want Salah.
Yeah.
And look at how much of an impact he made.
Yeah.
He didn't want him, but their structure, their sporting director said, no, we're going to get him. He's good value for money. We're going to get him. And look what he's completely changed the club.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about the ins and outs this season, those that have left? And I just feel as though we discussed this just off camera as well, how our team, we don't actually have a great squad. It's limited.
It's been chopped away.
Particularly where, there's a lot of players, injury-prone players. and as a result, obviously, we're having to play maybe under 21s. Collier coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, it allows opportunity,
It's good,
but we are Manchester United. We should be competing with the likes of City, Liverpool, Arsenal, the top teams, and in all competition as well, not just in the Premier League. And if we've got a
Deep
limited squad, then
Yeah, but that goes back to previous mismanagement.
Yes.
So because of that, because they were always getting players who were a lot older and they were going on a free, they're constantly having to buy. Whereas if they invested in the youth, what they've done recently, like even getting that the striker Cheeto, who scored 10 goals against Liverpool in the youth, he is like a huge potential. Now, if they did that in the 10 years ago, now there'll be players from that investment that would be playing that right now at a high level.
Yeah, but we did sign a couple of youngsters like Martial. There was massive talks about him.
Yeah.
There was a clause that he may, if he wins the Ballon d'Or, and he never delivered.
Yeah, so those ones didn't work, but
he was
it was in a
club now.
Can't get
a club. Yeah.
I think the one player that I don't totally agree with leaving is McTominay.
Yeah.
Because he was I think he scored the most goals last season.
Yeah.
And he was definitely one of the most a player that comes on that makes an impact. So losing him and not replacing him or that type of player, I think that would be
that was the only disappointment.
Like I genuinely
Wan-Bissaka as well.
I genuinely don't see where the goals are coming from.
No, but what they have, this is the whole thing with Wan-Bissaka and McTominay sold is because of financial fair play. They have to make money to spend money. So they had to do that, and Ineos have also said that we can't fix all the problems in one transfer window. So it's going to take a few transfer windows to get to that level.
But what everyone talks about, rivalries and non-rivalries as well. Yeah, they'll talk about United now under Ten Hag. There's no system.
That's
like you can't see the system. Like 20 years ago when nowadays obviously you can stream a game and all the rest of it, so you can pretty much watch all the games. But back then we were unable to watch certain games that are not live on television. And I used to listen to it on the radio, but I can almost picture where a player is. So when the commentaries...
No, but them days, you're talking about 4-4-2.
Yeah, but where...
Everyone played 4-4-2.
You knew where your player...
Now it's like you'll get wing backs.
You know where Beckham is, you know where he's crossing it.
But it was easier to imagine previously. So now, I do know what you mean. If you're watching a club, you know your players. You know exactly what position.
The game's changed as well because everyone's obviously plays from the back now. But and sometimes you have to accept that with the players you have, perhaps you can't play from the back. Yeah. You just can't. You don't have the players, or you don't have, like, for example, now we had Casemiro. He's playing. Like, he's used to having Cruz and Modric, and he's used to having those sort of players just ahead of him. But here he doesn't have that sort of support. So now he can't just play from the back. Maybe once we get Ugarte in, and he might provide some sort of support, and then it'll allow him to freely pass around. But I think sometimes you've got to think about, we don't have the players. Perhaps maybe we have to go the traditional way and do a long ball and play long balls just to get the game going, because we are inviting pressure most of the times and we don't have the players.
That's one thing I found in Manchester United recently is how open their midfield is. It's crazy. People could just walk past and it's like there's no one around.
I think they should have three in midfield.
Yeah,
we should have three in midfield.
Compact. We've got to compact the midfield.
No, but if you put three in midfield, then we're only thinking about the defensive work. No, the issue is, I think, even our wingers like Rashford, Garnacho, whoever, Ahmad is the only one who actually comes back.
The problem is, now, honestly, genuinely, I've said this before as well. I don't know where the goals are going to come from.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it in the first 3 games. I can see there is a difference. We are creating some chances because the latter part of last season.
No, I've not seen that much of a change.
Yeah, but I can see there were
a bit more.
But who's going to bang him in? That's the question.
Who's going to bang him in?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, we're missing Højlund, but I definitely think.
No, but Højlund so previous Manchester United. Højlund would be a bench player.
Yeah.
He's a good player, has really good potential.
He's got energy, he comes, he runs around.
But he'll be off the bench coming down. And to get like a 18, 19-year-old going, right, you're playing every game now.
Yeah.
That was us last season.
We need at least 20
we didn't have no other striker, nothing.
Yeah.
Martial was injured throughout
But we were talking about this. We needed an out-and-out striker. I don't know why we never went in the market for an out-and-out striker.
Victor Osimhen just went to Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Why would we sleep on that?
But I think with him, I think
his
attitude issue. And that's why they let he couldn't get into the team again.
I think he just fell out with the Napoli.
No, Napoli wanted. He didn't want to. They renewed his contract. They want to keep him, but they treated him as again. They just want to cash in on him.
Yeah.
But now he's got a high wage.
There was an attitude issue, and
obviously attitude issues.
All said he's not going to play him anymore.
But there's those 2 sides of the story.
Yeah, but all that came about because they're not willing to sell him until they get a certain fee, and they were letting him go for the highest bidder.
Before that, he was smashing it.
So they got highest bidder.
That's what caused the rift.
The whole point is the club is saying highest bidder gets Osimhen.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to go Saudi. I'm not just
ambitions.
I want to actually stay in Europe. I know I can make a. So, but now they've gone to Galatasaray for free on a loan. We could have got him, even if it's a high wage for that 1 year.
150k a week.
If someone's going to get you 20, 25 goals.
150k a week, come on, man.
Because those close games.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then someone just hits it. And then
he's a proven goal scorer. Forget the attitude, man. Give him the ball.
That's all I want to see. So the only hope we have now is Ugarte to hopefully bring that support that we've been needing since Carrick left.
I think
we've not had a
jump back on.
Okay, so we get Ugarte. I think with as good as Dalot has been in the last couple of seasons, I don't think the left back position is his natural position, and you can 100%. Clearly see
he's lost the ball quite often,
and all the teams are targeting that sort of that part, that side, his side. So we're massively missing Luke Shaw or a natural left back essentially.
What's happened to him last year?
I think he's coming back now. Yeah, he's coming back, but obviously it takes time for him to come back into the team.
Mazraoui's been good on the other side.
Oh yeah, he's been brilliant. Yeah. He has been brilliant. And you can see potential. But again, it goes on to how do we now then move the ball from the back right to the last third and actually make a difference in the last third. There's no point just holding the ball.
No, we've created chances and it's missed chances.
Missed chances, yeah.
Ganacho's missed the open net. We've had
chances,
everyone's missed chances. So we need a solid finisher where he goes 9 times out of 10 he'll put it back in the back.
Yeah, because I think the stats were United actually created the most chances up until now.
Yeah, Bruno does a lot of work, but no one's there.
So we are creating chances, which we didn't see in the latter part of last season for sure. But there's no one there to finish it. Xerxes just coming in, but he's not that player. He is not a number 9.
Okay, so if Ten Hag was to leave, who would you get? So Zidane is the only one I can think of.
Zidane's the only one, yeah. But you know what? Yeah, honestly, I miss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because under Ineos.
But they were saying about not having. There was no structure with.
No, there was structure with Solskjaer. You could see it what he was.
No, so a lot of even Pep was saying.
And the goals.
We didn't even know what he's gonna do, but his start against Man City was really good.
But it was the year that he left.
Okay, if there was no with Ten Hag, the argument with Ten Hag on that little bit is the finals, how we beat Man City because no one even gave him a chance. He absolutely.
This is the thing.
The thing is, he absolutely slaughtered them.
That meme though, where they saw that Pep deliberately lost. So
So they can keep Ten Hag on.
I know it's a joke, but something.
No, okay, but if a manager not having no structure, saying there's no way of playing,
He seems to do.
how did he beat?
He's
How did he beat?
one of the greatest managers.
He does these one-off performances.
He does, yeah. There's no consistency.
There's no consistency, and that's the main problem. There's no style of
No,
play.
so they say that counter-attacking football works good against big teams.
Yeah, but also, like in the last 3 games, he has changed. I mean, I've never seen a manager in all the years that I've watched football. They're changing the back 4 in every single game. You know, during the game. During the game, he's taken. You know. Delete off or he's put,
normally you make a positive change.
You can't seem to get the back 4 right at the moment.
So how can we go further up?
The thing is, attacking option wise, we don't have anyone where if he comes on, he's going to be a game changer.
Back 4's not going to change
We've not got anyone.
No, they're just trying to be more secure back 4. But other than that,
I think his goals win you games.
It's very, very.
No, but when you're losing 2-3-0,
it's very depressing.
Goals win you games at the minute.
There's no excitement.
Yeah,
you know,
excitement.
it doesn't excite
so
the game.
for you, Ten Hag should stay or go.
I think he's gonna have to go.
What about you?
He's gonna have to go.
I think obviously with Ugarte coming in,
You want to see, give him that one last chance.
Because to be fair, if you see it in the first season, I think he did reasonably well. Yeah. Last season, he was unfortunate because of all the injuries that we had. You know, we had many injuries throughout the season. We never actually had a period where we had, our first 11 available. Yeah. And again, this start of this season, we've had players that have come in and obviously just getting used to the Premier League, number one. Number two, there are still a couple of players that are obviously missing through injury, and we've just signed a guy.
Why have so many more players getting injured? That's the question.
That's a good question. So I think once we see everyone in the team, our first 11, and then if we can see a structure and it's positive.
I would have loved to see Ugarte and then also our proven goal scorer.
Yeah.
Then maybe we'll have some hope. Because honestly, I know Garnacho's got huge potential, but even previous Man United, he'll be on the bench.
He'll be on the bench.
He's not ready yet.
He's not ready. It's too early.
He has to come in 20-30 minutes and then start getting full games in 1 or 2 years.
I think so.
But sometimes you think that's going to stunt his actual potential.
Yeah.
Like Rashford, I don't know what's happened to him.
Rashford, he literally disappeared.
He needs dropping.
I don't know what's happened to him.
We've totally lost a player there. It's gone.
But do you think dropping him would even
make him worse?
Confidence even more.
No, but in the past, what I've seen is
sacrificing our football.
Yeah.
But whenever he digs deep, so I've seen him where if someone's actually interviewed him before a game, and then he actually bites back, then you actually see a different Rashford with a bit of fire.
But I think if you
it shouldn't always take that
opportunities off the bench, that will actually give him something to work for.
Yeah.
You won't have a full game, but then that can probably.
The squad, so we're at Mazraoui, Leroy or De Ligt. We'll have to see how Leroy does. We've got Martinez, Shaw, Onana, and then we've got Ugarte, hopefully.
And Mainu
comes in. Mainu.
Yeah.
Bruno. And
I'll put Ahmad, Garnacho,
and then Højlund.
Yeah. That would be the best team. And then based on performance, we can get Rashford on, we can get, Casemiro on. Because it would be quite interesting to see Ugarte and Casemiro.
Yeah. That's what I
was saying, that them two together.
Them two together would be quite
Casemiro
to do the attacking part.
Yeah, be creative.
On a bit higher.
Yeah, because those were my two teams I shared in the group with Casemiro and without Casemiro.
Yeah.
I think them two together would be good.
Apparently, Casemiro after the Liverpool when he got substituted, he left and went home.
No, Ten Hag came and said, no, that's false.
He's saying that.
This is the thing.
So you don't know.
He openly said, no, I went back and I found him there.
Okay, well, we'll review it.
That Ten Hag.
When should we do the review date?
Review?
Well, I think
we'll have to give it another few games.
The next couple of games.
Yeah, so we'll be going to the Legends game tomorrow. Legends
Oh,
v
yeah,
Celtic,
that's gonna
so
be a good game,
that'll be a
that.
good game.
Yeah.
But I think we'll end it on this note. Thank you very much. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.